John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. Getting the nod in this one, Logan Gilbert. Singy, he was impressive his last time out.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Just about to get underway, Trey Turner stepping in now for the Yankees. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
0-1 down. Gilbert, a former All-Star, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Right side. Tosses to first.
Got him.
One out in the top of the first. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Rafael Devers.
Boogie had over 100 RBIs last year, and that's just a huge year. You've got to have men on base, but you've also got to be able to come through in the clutch, and that's exactly what he did. See if he can back that up in this season.
Here we go, Logan. Jose Ramirez in now, takes ball one off the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front. In the air, right field. Canzone settles underneath it. 2 down.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
Watch Soto now. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Time call. Jackknifes out of the way. Here's the throw. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
So runner at second, 2 down. It's Aaron Judge now with 6 RBIs on 5 hits in the series coming in. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. So now the Mariners offense gets to go to work for the first time. We've got no score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park and on the hill, Max Fried. Singy, he was impressive his last time out.
He's off to a good start, getting a win in his first start of the season, and so lifted a little bit of pressure right here. It's all about getting win number 2.
J.P. Crawford digs in now. Fried went the distance the last time out, throwing a complete game. And there's a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Boog, I bet he got some fist bumps from the relief crew after that shutout. I'm sure they appreciated how he gave them the day off.
In the air to left center. And there's 1 down. Let's take a look at our lineup. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower, doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
And when you've got a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire is generally going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you got to go up there, understand what's in his repertoire, be aggressive in what you can handle. And you get 3 swings, why not take all 3 of them? With his control and command, he's going to be in the strike zone.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 8, Dominic Canzone.
And now for Seattle, Dominic Canzone. Runner takes off. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Next pitch misses. Ball 1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Everything came together for him. Big rip off the bat there. Some seriously loud contact on that knock. Didn't bring in the run, but he got him that much closer to taking the lead here.
So digging in, Brendan Donovan with 3 hits on the series, and one of them a homer. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. In the air out to center. Misses the ball and it falls in. They take the force out. Got him.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. Seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
So now the DH spot, Luke Raleigh. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Late swing, foul to the left. Canzone, the lead runner at second. Donovan at first, 2 out of the inning. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back at the ballpark where we're on sweep alert, Siggy. We came on the air talking about that, and so far, neither team is backing down.
Nobody wants to be on the wrong end of a sweep. For one team, it's about making a statement, and for the other, it's about salvaging respect.
Rafael Devers, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Devers wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. That one outside, and 1-1. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Good job to fight that one off. And that's downstairs. Ball 3. Stays alive. knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
And up next for New York, Kyle Stowers. That's too low. Ball one.
Ball two.
Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of the game, though.
That's ball three.
That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
First and second, no outs. Ben Rice getting ready to hit. There's a strike. The Yanks with a chance to score first here at the top of the second. Flips the corner, 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase.
Sets him down looking. And that is a big first out.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Two aboard with 1 out. Brenton Doyle, the next to hit. And a 1-0.
Hey.
That to right. Canzone has a beat on it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And now a wide throw to third.
Batting ninth, the second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Hey.
And that's outside. And it's a ball to strike. And that one ripped to left. Base hit. The run comes across and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Trey Turner. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to the left.
Foul.
And that's just foul. First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Out towards left center. Thomas should have this one. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back in Seattle and stepping in for the Mariners, Victor Robles.
Victor Robles.
Swings through that one for strike 2. This one in the air right field. Judge grabs it on the run.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Cole.
Now Cole Young.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Right there for a strike. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Fires to first on the run. And there are 2 outs.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Riley.
Here's the center fielder, Rylan Thomas.
Hey!
This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting 9, the first baseman, number 5.
At the plate, Johnny Pareda had an RBI yesterday, one of the 2 runs they scored in the game.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Now there's a bullet down the line. Here comes the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Maximus notches the K. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full. Yankees 1 and the Mariners nothing. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. Jose Ramirez bops one out. Home run number 5 on the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now it's Juan Soto. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number
That ball
99,
was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Here's Judge now.
Oh, that's low.
One on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one missed.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And hitters count.
That one hit the knees for a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 17, Rafael.
First and second, no outs. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Line drive at him in center field. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Yankees,
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Two aboard with one out. Kyle Stowers stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a pop-up. Crawford under it. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, Ben Wright.
2 aboard, 2 outs. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ben Rice.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swings through that one.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Nope.
Next pitch is outside. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Time called now. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's got it. And that is that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Crawford leading things off and takes a strike. Chop back up the middle. Chisholm slings to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Yeah.
That one the other way, and it goes just foul. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
What a stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, number 8, Dominic.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Canzone.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Late with the swing there.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Mariners go down quietly there. They trail it here 2-0. Back at T-Mobile Park, and stepping in for the Yankees, Brenton Doyle.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
This one in the air right field. And that's a fair ball. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Runner on the go. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. So he goes the opposite way with that one. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's Turner now. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And now the 0-1.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Yasver Zulueta, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one just misses. 3-2 now.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Here comes a 3-2. There's a swing and a drive. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
He put a drive into that ball, and he was rewarded for it for sure. He probably wondered a little bit if he got enough of it to clear the fence in the air, but I'm sure he's plenty happy jogging into second with the automatic double.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Logan Gilbert departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
A new
Mariners,
arm into the game,
number
the righty
61,
Yasver Zulueta. This is his 3rd time out this year. Here's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one. First offering way inside, almost got him. Man at second.
That's ball 2.
Here's a 2-0. Rip, but it curls foul. And that one is inside. To the right side. Takes it himself. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Soto up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. In the dirt, blocked. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. 2-0. And another ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. This is, again, 5 in a row.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Turner on third. Soto over at first with 1 away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. He hauls it in. 2 away. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. We hope you're enjoying the game of the week. Back in Seattle and stepping in for the Mariners, Brendan Donovan. That's towards center. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Mariners.
Now it's the DH, Luke Raleigh. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them.
That's out.
Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
The Mariners down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's Victor Robles. Fly to right his first time.
Number 10, Victor Robles.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up on the left side of the infield. Ramirez in position, and that is that. Mariners are down in order. They trail it here 4-0. Back at T-Mobile Park, new inning getting started. Rafael Devers stepping in now for the Yankees. And takes low for ball 1. Up the middle. Crawford throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Kyle Stowers now at the plate. Ground ball right side and foul ball.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Left field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
One out, runner at second. Ben Rice digs in now. This one smoked on its way out of here. He nails one out to right. 3rd home run of the season, and they boost their lead. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
One down. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. 1 for 2.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. And that one clips the corner. Off the plate, ball 2.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one fouled off. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tied him up with a fastball inside.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now pitching for the
Jose
Mariners,
A. Ferrer will take over here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's already homered in this game. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Got him. And that'll do it. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. It's now a 6-0 ball game. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back in Seattle and stepping in for the Mariners, Cole Young. Foul ball there.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Got him swinging. Ryland Thomas getting ready to hit. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up.
Thomas.
Foul ball. And the 0-1. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Doyle on his way over. And there are two down.
Up next for the Mariners.
Johnny Pareda up next for the Mariners. Went down on strikes his first time through. Hey!
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Next
Ball,
offering
that's upstairs.
upstairs.
Ooh, I thought he'd bite right there.
What do you
Pareda
got?
started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. No question about this one. It's out of here. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Back to the top of the Seattle order, J.P. Crawford will hit next. On the ground, out to short. Turner sends it to first, and that's the third out. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. 6th inning coming up on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. So digging in, Trey Turner.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
Outside with a breaking ball. Movement in the bullpen. Gabe Spire, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. There's the strike. That one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's trying for third. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And it's second. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far. When you don't have a good thrower behind the plate, he's going to steal third almost standing up. That's a really good job of being aggressive by the base runner.
Here's a 1-1. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. And down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here's Juan Soto. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And out of here. Juan Soto goes deep. His first homer of the year, and they add to their lead. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Aaron Judge at the plate.
Ball, that's out.
The lefty, the 1-0. Fouled off left side. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. That's inside.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Three-two now. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're the top half of the 6th. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. And that one misses outside. It's ball 4.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 17.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Rafael Devers stepping in now for the Yankees. And a foul ball. Now the 0-1. And that is out of play. Here's the 0-2. And they'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That pays his 3rd of the game.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jose A. Ferrer will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. A new pitcher in the game, Gabe Spire.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Up next,
now the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Robles on the move. He makes the grab, and that is that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. You're watching the game of the week on MLB The Show. And we're back with a series sweep very much in play, Siggy. Sizable lead, so keep those brooms handy.
A sweep can really send shockwaves through a clubhouse, Boob. One team surging forward, the other left searching for answers.
Out towards right center field. Judge moving under this one. And a quick out, number one.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, number 8.
Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Canzone.
No.
Ball one.
That one finds the zone, and the count even 1-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Struck him out swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 2 down, bases empty. And up next for Seattle, Brendan Donovan.
As good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And a ground ball to first. Into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Mariners.
In now is the Mariners DH, Luke Raleigh, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That catches the outside corner. Strike one. And that one fouled off. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Mariners 1. It's the game of the week on MLB The Show. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Right through there for a strike.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Payoff pitch. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle, 1 for 3. There's a swing and a miss.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Behind 0-2, he steps out for time.
Let's go,
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hard hit to right center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Man at second with one away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. the next to hit. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Swings through that one out in front that time. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Slider misses outside. And a swing and a miss, and to a lay down. So back to the top of the order. Trey Turner getting ready to hit.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Inside move to second, and he's back in there. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
That's a ball. That's ball 2.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Fastball is outside. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Doyle at second with 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Gabe Spire gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Now on the
Mariners,
bump, Matt Brash. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. So up next, Jose Ramirez. He was late there. Strike one.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
2 on, 2 outs. And that's just foul. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. And there's a ball. Hit hard, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Soto swings through it for strike 1.
Ball 1.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. High fly ball, right field. And that's the 3rd out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Yankees 9 and the Mariners 1. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The left fielder, number 10, Victor Robles.
On the ground, right side, Devers. He'll do it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Cole.
So digging in, Cole Young. Check swing went around, and that's strike 1. Just missed.
That's ball 2.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Doyle moving in on this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Mariners,
Ryland Thomas up next for the Mariners.
Well, sometimes as a left-handed hitter, you know you're going to see at least 1 or 2 breaking balls in the at-bat, so why not go up there ready to hit that first one? Just couldn't barrel that one up.
On the ground, right side, and he can't come up with it. Flips it, bang, bang, play, and the inning is over. Nobody left for Seattle. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Number 99, Aaron Judge.
Hard ground ball, base knob. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now it's Devers at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. And Devers hits that one. He's there. He's got it. 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Kyle.
1 out man at first. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. And a rope into center field, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, Ben.
So up next for New York, Ben Rice. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Two on, 1 out. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And the slider just misses.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
The 2-1. And that's
Ball
down
three.
and away. Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're in the top of the 8th. And they're all
Ball.
loaded up.
Take your base.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Brenton Doyle.
So up next, Brenton Doyle. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Ball one there. Swinging a foul straight back.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Here's a 1-2.
Ball 2.
1 out, bases full. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Matt Brash done for the afternoon. And he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Andres Munoz.
How'd you like this? Summoned from the bullpen, playing the Yankees, bases loaded.
Next to hit, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Almost got him.
Sometimes it takes a couple of pitches to get a feel, especially when you move from that bullpen mound into this game mound.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. That one fouled off. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Ah, that got him. And that's going to force in a run.
Up next for the Yankees,
Trey Turner with a chance now. He swings and fouls one off. Swings through that one for strike 2. Got him swinging for the K. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 10 and the Mariners 1. We hope you're enjoying the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back at T-Mobile Park. On to the bottom of the 8th. Johnny Pareda now at the plate. Max Fried will go to work.
Aye.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
the batter, number 3.
Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. And the 0-1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. Going, gone. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-3.
keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it, carried out nicely.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Ball, that's outside.
Late on that fastball. Swing and a miss. That is strike two. Up the middle, and that one handled. Whips it to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
The right fielder, number 80, Dominic.
Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Canzone.
Hey!
The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Doyle settles under this one and makes the grab. And there are two outs.
Up next for the Mariners, the third
Brendan
baseman,
Donovan will hit next.
Donovan.
Tapped softly on the ground. Chisholm tosses to first. That's the third out. Two come in on this Seattle homer, and it is now 10-3. The ninth inning is next on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back in Seattle, well, it's been a fun game for fans who love homers. These teams are teeing off, as we can see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it seems like days like this get pitchers questioning their life choices, Boog. Any fan who goes for a bathroom break is at risk of missing another dinger.
Ramirez leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Munoz, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Soto, batting with one down, takes a strike. And a breaking ball misses outside. Next offering in there for a strike. And strike two.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
The Yankees up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. And that one hammered. Going back on this one. Way back out of here. Another homer. his second home run of the game, and they add on. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Well, Boog, when you've got power like he does, hitting 2 home runs in the same game feels very doable. Dialed in and making the most of every swing out there.
One down. Here is Aaron Judge. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The 2-1. Judge comes up empty there.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And a good eye there.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And ball 4, and Judge takes his walk.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 17, Rafael.
So a man at first. Here's Rafael Devers.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Ball, that's out.
That misses. Ball 2. Way out front for strike 2.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back. And that one is gone. Rafael Devers rounds the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. There was a high slider, but he did a really good job of staying on plane with it, staying slightly above it with his hands. Hit that ball hard, and he got rewarded.
So digging in, Kyle Stowers. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one in the dirt. Ball 1.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Late on that fastball. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Rice, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Now there's a bullet down the line. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So 2 down. Brenton Doyle digs in now. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Tracks it down for the out. And that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom 9. And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raleigh. Tap foul at the plate.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit.
Yeah!
And there's a hit. And a man aboard.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Young stands in now and watches strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it. That one
Off the plate, ball
just
1.
misses the outside corner. Now 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man at first, 1 away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging. Down to the last out for the Mariners.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the center fielder, Ryland Thomas. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Headed for the plate. He will score. Our score now 13-4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Man at second here with 2 away. Now a chance for Johnny Pareda. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Here comes the 0-1. They're down to their final strike. That one a little bit high. Yeah, the count 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. High fly ball lifted into air right field. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees make it 6 straight victories.
Well, what a gutsy performance. He saved the bullpen, gave him the day off. He wasn't super dominant, but he found a way to pitch. And when guys don't have their best stuff inning after inning throughout an entire game, you see them dig deep and they pitch. And that's exactly what he did to get this win today.
13-4 is your final. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll